asked my viewers to submit their most embarrassing story, and today we're going through them. All of these submissions are anonymous, and I also have not seen any of them yet. I feel like I'm gonna get secondhand embarrassment, but it's okay. I was the kid during popcorn reading that accidentally said orgasm instead of organism in 7th grade science. Why do I feel like this is like a canon event? Like, how many of you guys have done this? I feel like a lot of people have done this. I was meeting the president of the country my parents are refugees from, and I was 7 when I went up to shake his hand. I pissed. And there's a video. Not the video evidence. Not the video evidence. People in my chat saying video link. Where's the link? You should put it at the end of this. So I was on the bus home from school in 9th grade with my girlfriend. I was feeling really sick and had a plastic bag I thought I could hold out till my stop, but I had to quite literally fly out of that bus to throw up in my plastic bag. My girlfriend saw the whole thing and we never spoke about it. I never picked up the plastic bag. There was too much shame in carrying a bag full of vomit. Okay, so wait. So you just left a bag full of vomit just on the ground? I was in kindergarten and I had no friends, so I jumped up to ride a zip line on the playground and I built a wood chip pile to reach it, but I fell and broke my arm instead. You broke your... I don't think I should laugh at that. Wait, I'm pausing for a moment because this like happened to someone in my elementary school. I'm wondering if you're this person. One time my friend went to grab my tit and she grabbed my belly roll instead. Frowny face. Why are people saying this happened at my school? Are you guys still talking about the last one? I hope you're still talking about the last one. Today, I quite literally shit my pants at volleyball. Today, 7/24/23? You shit your pants at volleyball? Today. I literally just threw up at work yesterday. Yesterday, 7/23/23? When I was 10, I was walking up some stairs in a hotel and there were people up there. Well, I fell and farted at the same time. And they were laughing at me. I felt so embarrassed. Oh my god. Not the fall and fart combo. Pick a struggle. Seriously, pick a struggle. 4 stars. Okay, the only thing that makes this a little less embarrassing than it actually is I guess these people are strangers, right? Like, this would be a 5-star embarrassing story if it was like in front of a group of people you have to see again. You know what I'm saying? So you can go to sleep at night knowing that you'll never see these people ever again. I was walking my dog and this girl with her dog passed by and my dog jumped onto her and started going at it on her leg. And he wouldn't let go while the girl's dog was barking and trying to attack me. All this happened while cars were passing by. Why did I get the most vivid visualization of this? Like, something about the way you told this story, I really pictured this in my head. I had a full-on panic attack while riding a bike for the first time in like 5 years. It all happened in front of the hot teacher at school camp. Not in front of the hot teacher. One time at Disney, I shat myself on the Jungle Cruise ride. Yes, it was traumatic. Yes, I'm still traumatized. What scared you so bad on the Jungle Cruise ride that you shat yourself? Or was it just like a coincidence that you were on that ride? 'Cause I feel like that's not even an aggressive ride. Like, that's one of the more mild rides at Disney. Not too much is going on. It's not like you were like on Space Mountain and you shat yourself. Like, you're just cruising. It's a lazy river. One time in 2nd grade, I shit myself and didn't notice until my friend told me there was a big brown stain on my pants. Keep in mind they were white as well. You can probably imagine the horror on my face when I went to the bathroom and there was in fact a big brown stain on my pants. I have questions about not noticing it. Was it not mushy and squishy down there? That's what I'm saying. Like, what do you mean you didn't? Shat my pants in Cracker Barrel on first date. Not on first date. Damn, we're only like 15 submissions in, you guys. You are shitting yourselves a lot. Not about me, but an English classmate. I got sat in a new seat at the start of term next to this guy. Let's call him Ralph for this story. Ralph wanted to show me something on his phone. I can't remember exactly what it was, but then I looked down at his search history and the top was gay anime porn. I looked at him, he looked at me, and he went bright red from embarrassment. We didn't talk or even look at each other for the rest of the school year? The rest of the school year is actually crazy. Also, the not about me, but a classmate, like, is this about you? One time I was out to eat with my dad's side of the fam and I had my period. I was 12. And I sat on my dad's lap without knowing I bled through my pants, and when I stood up, there was a puddle of blood on my dad's jeans. Oh my god. And then later on he asked me what it was from and I lied and said I cut my finger. Cut my finger? And you bled that much from cutting your finger? That's what I would say if I was dad. Because a puddle of blood? So, during my 5th grade choir trip to this huge county thing where a bunch of schools combined, it was lunchtime and I got lost in the crowd of my friends. And I swear this girl looked exactly like my friend from behind. So I walked up to her and go, "Boo! I thought I lost y'all." And the girl turns around and it's not my friend. It's one of the f***ing choir directors. I ran off and found my friend and told her the story, laughing so hard I couldn't breathe. The director looked at me weirdly the rest of the time. I quit choir after that year. That's actually so awkward. Why not explain right after? Yeah, you could just be like, "Oh, I thought you were my friend." Actually, that would be flattering for the director, because I'm sure, like, yeah, you're in 5th grade and this person is probably an adult. That's so flattering. Like, imagine being an adult and someone mistaking you for a 5th grader. You look so young. They thought you were a 5th grader? Actually, that might be like a little too young. I think if someone thought I was a 5th grader, I would be actually a little offended. I finished my state assessment in 4th grade and asked to go to the bathroom, and they said no because I should have went before. I ended up peeing my pants and was too embarrassed to tell anyone, so I walked around in pee pants all day. No, I'm sorry, because I just know that there was a stench. One time in 3rd grade, I was taking a math test and I really had to fart. It was literally dead silent in the class and I was fighting for my life trying to hold in my fart. But then I needed to sneeze, so I did. And I farted at the same time. But the worst part is, I asked the people around me who did that, OMG, when it was clearly me. No, not... Who did that? That's actually like that video of that girl in her closet who farts and then blames it on a ghost. In middle school, I was playing soccer in PE class and we were playing outside and playing soccer. Wait. What is that sentence? The ball went over the fence and I wanted to go get it. So I jumped over the fence and got the ball. Wait. Okay. So it was time to jump over the fence to go back on school ground and my pants got stuck on the hook of the fence and I couldn't get down. So my fucking PE teacher had to get me down and my pants ripped and my pink underwear was showing for the rest of the day. Okay, but what sport were they playing? One time I was getting picked up from school when I was little and this lady had the same car as my mom and I got in her car and asked what happened because it was so clean. And I realized she wasn't my mom. This happened twice to me. Twice. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice? Shame on me. I tried to take a shit at school because I couldn't hold it in, but a police officer walked in on me because the lock on the door didn't work and it was so embarrassing. What? Why is there a police officer taking a shit at your school? I love after reading the story when someone just puts 5 stars in the chat. That makes me laugh every single time. Okay, so basically it was the last day on vacation and we were about to leave and I did a little toot when I was walking out of the doorway to leave and I accidentally sharded and I delayed our trip for like 30 minutes and we got more traffic. LMAO, PS, this was like 6 years ago. Damn. At least, like, the delay's not a big deal. Like, at least you went and cleaned up. Like, I almost think it would be worse if you didn't delay the trip. Sharted on my mom's birthday 2 years in a row? My siblings will not let me forget it. And I hope they never do. You sharted 2 years in a row. Your mom be like, and you sharted on my birthday. Unfortunately, this happened last week, but I was at the beach with my family and was in the ocean, and I tried to jump over a wave and my top came off, and my adult male cousins fully saw my boobs. This one's pretty bad. A few years ago, I went swimming with my family at our local lake, and I swam underwater and picked up what I thought was a rock, but it was a literal shit. What do you mean? Why was it still... Wait, how did you pick up a whole shit? Why didn't it come apart? So when I was little, about like 8, I think I was, in the mall's public bathroom, and I forgot to lock the door, and this random girl opened the door on me and saw me half naked. It's so embarrassing. But she didn't say anything and was nice about it. This is a canon event. I think probably everyone has had the bathroom door opened on them at least once in their life, right? Like, right, guys? Right? This has happened to me when I was little, like also like 8 years old. In high school, I fell down the stairs. It wasn't a short fall either. The staircase was pretty long. I rolled down them as people were walking down/up, LOL. And when I got to the bottom, some kid tried helping me up, but I refused his help. Got up and just ran, LMFAO. Also fell up the stairs once and fell face first into the wall with a poster that said, "Just keep on going." I like how you remember the poster. Like, it was so traumatic, the poster's like burned into your brain. Okay, refusing help and just running away might have made this embarrassing moment more embarrassing. I feel like I could like picture this in my head, and like sprinting away would be like so funny to me. I don't know. I was at pep band. What's that? Playing on the bleachers, which had about 10 steps, so I was at the very top. My dad come up behind them and tells me my cat had passed away. And I forgot I was at the top, so I took a step back, fell straight off the bleachers, and threw my trumpet. It was embarrassing. I even got an award for most likely to fall off the bleachers. No. Why do they even have that award? The award is actually so insane. Like, why do they have that award? I've never heard of that in my life. Most likely to fall off the bleachers. I think they might have just made that award up just for you. I ate a pot brownie, didn't know it had pot, was given to me, before going to my grandma's funeral. No. I need more details though. Come on, I need more details. I need like a paragraph. When I was 15, I was getting picked up from work and I accidentally got into the wrong car. Probably scared the mom and little girl sitting in it to death. And I don't think it helped that my uniform was all black and it was 10 p.m. I'm 20 now and think about it all the time. You know what? This just sparked a memory for me. And this actually happened with a bunch of my roommates at the time. We ordered an Uber from a party to go home. And we had to get like a big Uber, like an Escalade, because there was a lot of us. And this same exact thing happened. We all opened the doors to this black Escalade and just piled in. And the drivers, they started screaming. There was actually a person in the front seat and the passenger seat, and they both started screaming like, "Get out of our car!" It was very jarring. I think the way we got into the car was like very aggressive as well. There was like no question whether or not it was like our Uber. You know what I mean? How many people? A lot of Ubers are Escalades, you know what I'm saying? I went on a road trip with my ex-boyfriend's family, and my ex gave his phone to his stepmom for her to charge it. An hour later, he asked for it back, and she yelled no and turned the phone around, and she had my nudes pulled up. She had been going through our texts the whole time. That is like such a violation. What? Then we sat silently for the rest of the trip. I mean, I'm sure I'm actually speechless. That is like so disturbing. I went to a roller skating rink for my birthday a couple years ago and invited a bunch of people. The person I liked at the time too. And I'm relatively okay at skating, but I was trying to show off and I was skating backwards and on one leg and stuff. Damn, what the hell? Okay. And then I literally fell on my ass and it went dead silent. It was terrible. Well, you were doing too much. What do you mean you're skating backwards and on one leg and stuff? Last year, my close friend wore a romper to the mall, and I saw some old dude staring at her ass. So I went to pull her shorts down, forgetting her whole outfit was one piece, and ended up making her yitties pop out. At least a little boy looked pretty happy to see them. Okay. What? One time I was staying with a guy I liked for a weekend and we were supposed to go on a date one night. I was so nervous I eat too much of a homemade edible and greened out on our date in a restaurant. Embarrassed myself and him. Damn, yeah. You know, I just don't know if turning to weed when you have anxiety is the best idea. The chat. Details or no stars? Me and my girlfriend, she was in the closet yet and not even a year dating. I went to her city to visit her and we got into a moment. What does that mean? You got into a moment. Oh, okay, I get it. So we went home and we started to do it. Okay. Her dad arrived home and entered in the room and we just said, we came to grab a power bank. Till today, I can't forget that moment. So your dad walked in on you f***ing your girlfriend. Is that what you're trying to say? In 5th grade, we had to do a group assignment where we made our own versions of, quote, I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. Okay, like the song. I was already nervous because of singing in front of the entire class. Wait, yeah, that's awful. What? I would be sick that day. But on the day, my entire group was absent. What? Oh my God, wait, they had my idea. So I had to do it by myself. I ended up getting so nervous that I forgot the words to the song, and at lunch I cried in the bathroom. The lunch lady heard me and I ate lunch with the principal, LOL. No. This just kept getting worse. One time in school, I pooped and there wasn't any toilet paper left in the stall. So I checked to see if anyone was in there with me and saw no one. Instead of pulling my pants up, I waddled to the next stall. And when I'm in the middle of the bathroom, butt, booty, naked, 3 boys walk in. I ran into the next stall and they laughed at me. Breaking point. No. Literally poopy asshole out. One time I was on my knees giving head and farted. I thought I had to fart. Damn, you guys are farting. You guys are farting. I thought I had to fart, so I pushed and shat myself. You guys are shitting too. You guys are shitting, shatting, and farting. Shat myself in Bath and Body Works. What? Hold on, I need to read this whole thing. I thought I had to fart, so I pushed and shat myself in Bath and Body Works and had to ride home on my hands and knees in the trunk. What do you mean? What do you mean on your hands and knees in the trunk? Okay, I just have to say this might be the best place to shart yourself. Bath and Body Works. There's candles everywhere, perfume everywhere, scented lotions everywhere. Like there's lots of like good scents already that can probably mask the smell of the shart. But I have a lot of questions about riding home on your hands and knees in the trunk. What kind of car? When I was 8, I wanted to prank my sister. So I squatted behind my door and pulled down my pants. Wait. What's the prank? Oh, okay. I went to fart, so when she walked by, she would walk into my fart. But then I accidentally pooped? Then I blamed it on the cat? What the? No way your cat is taking a human-sized shit. They knew. Okay, they knew. Went to NASA. Took an Eddie in the parking lot. I was with my girlfriend and their friend, and we were having a good time goofing off when the Eddies hit. There were a lot of very real looking statue type things, and one of them was an astronaut in a rocket reaching towards the viewer. It said something along the lines of welcome or something like that, and I full volume said, "Oh my god, it talks, I hate that." And then it was brought to my attention that a real human said that and not the statue. So to the dude I told I hate that he talks, I'm so sorry. No. A few years back, I was forced to join my school's mathlete team. I got 5 out of 50 questions right. The teacher who was running it revealed our scores. I got the lowest by far and made my whole team lose. Why do they have to reveal it? In 11th grade, I was so down bad for someone, I tried throwing pebbles at her window, and it was her brother's room. And he came down and said he liked me too. And he ended up going on a date with him. It was really sweet. Wait. This isn't embarrassing. This is tea. Bisexual fantasy. Flex stream next. Wait, should that be our next submission stream, you guys? Submit your biggest flex. One time, me and a friend were going to a local restaurant for the first time, and we only knew the general direction. The restaurant was ran from an old house, so we were looking for a house. So we saw a house with a woman with a name tag on, assuming she worked at the restaurant. So we walked up to the door. We opened the door, and it was indeed not a restaurant, and it was actually a house. Wait. It turned out to be an orphanage? Damn. Me when my favorite word is house. Stop. Okay, for context, I'm a 20-year-old single woman, all right? So I had went on a little vacay to the psych hospital, and I come home to see my room had been cleaned by my grandma, trying to be nice. But then come to the realization of my little buddies I had under my bed, and see my bestie Rose sitting on my nightstand. And the rest were all moved. So my grandma not only saw all my adult toys, but she moved them. I was mortified, to say the least. Also, my sister told me she had said, well, at least we know she isn't sleeping around. Kill me now. I was about to say, well, maybe your grandma didn't realize that it was sex toys, you know? Because you say that you see your bestie Rose sitting on your nightstand. It was like, maybe your grandma found those under your bed and thought it was like a statue or like a decoration and put it on your nightstand. But then this sentence here. So why'd your grandma put it on your nightstand? Stop, not I'd check back into the psych ward. One time, my friend started fake fighting me in school, and she shoved me all the way down the stairs, and my whole big ass bottle of coffee spilled down, and everyone coming up slipped on it. I brought like 5 people down the stairs. Damn. This is actually a flex. I don't find this embarrassing. I find this a flex, because you were in the middle, mid-embarrassing moment, causing 5 other people to have their own embarrassing moment at the same time. You are so next level better than everyone else that you covered up your own embarrassing moment by creating 5 more. In 6th grade, I went to the mall with my friends, and when we were in Gap Kids, my friend farted really loud, and it made me laugh so hard I violently peed my pants in the middle of the store. And there was a huge puddle. What do you mean? What do you mean violently peed and huge puddle? Another time I went to Best Buy with my dad and my sister, and the photo booth app on the Mac computers made me laugh so hard I peed my pants. Okay, I think you might need to see a doctor. So basically I was at the pool and I had to go to the bathroom real bad. Like I was gone piss my pants. And I was like, after one more jump off the diving board, I'll go to the bathroom. And mid-jump I peed. And everyone saw it. It was like a waterfall. Damn, okay. How far up is a diving board? Were you in the air for like in 30 seconds. As a lifeguard, I'd seen this before and it's so funny. Stop, what are you talking about, you guys? You're only in the air like for a few seconds. So when I was a kid, my anxiety was really bad and I always would pee my pants. One time during kindergarten, I peed my pants on the rug and no one knew what it was. And this one kid smelled it, like full on bent over and smelled it on purpose. No. And you let him? You just let him do that. I had just started a brand new school year, and it was my first ever maths lesson in this class, and we had to do this completely silent quiz. When I went to go crack my back, I accidentally let out this giant, gut-wrenching, bodacious fart. And I started crying and didn't come back to school for a week and made up a story saying I had to go to the hospital. And it wasn't a fart, it was acid reflux? So that people didn't judge me. It's been over a year and I still haven't recovered. Damn, and it was okay, I'm sorry. You said over a year, but I'm reading that and I'm thinking it was only a year ago? Wait, I'm sorry. They said they still haven't recovered. I was at an amusement park with my youth group and I was on my period and I went on a roller coaster and didn't think anything of it. Got on the ride. It was an intense ride, up and down, and then I got off the ride and I bled through my pants and there was blood all over the seat. I was so embarrassed. They had to close down the ride. No. No, well, it makes sense. I mean, there's blood in the seat. Like, of course they have to close it down, but damn. Going on a roller coaster that's intense, going up and down on your period, like, it's a little risky. Like, you're really shaking stuff up. Slut dropped down the school stairs, fully split my trousers from arse to front, and walked around the rest of the day in shame. This is so British. Hello from, the United States to my friends over in England. In middle school, there was this bully who bullied anyone and everyone who got in her way. I'm talking she threw people's shoes in the trash, made fun of appearances, and would hit people. One day, my family and I were at a restaurant, and to my surprise, she was there, and we were seated at the table next to her. Then a bit into the dinner, my sister farts loud as ever. I was next to her, and there must have been some suction because the bench vibrated? Then the bully and her whole family looked at us. She made fun of me for a whole week. She got her karma though when her mom shaved her head because she smoked weed. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh! I shaved my cooch for my mans and ended up getting bumps. I tried sending a picture to my doctor and ended up sending it to my family group chat instead of the doctor? What is going on here? Wait, why did you send pictures to your doctor? It's just razor burn. Now that's a 5-star story. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. I thought it was a good idea to wear a panty liner in my bikini bottom when I went to the beach with my girlfriend at the time, and it came out while in the ocean and was floating on the surface of the water. I had to grab it and we agreed to never talk about it. So I was tubing with my friends one summer and there was 3 of us on the same tube. We were killing it at first, and after a while it got crazy. It started jumping and so my hands were slipping, and as I was falling off I felt my pants slowly coming down as my legs were hitting the water. I just knew everyone on the boat was seeing my bare ass. I kept holding on for whatever reason. Eventually I fell off, but with the knowledge that I just mooned everyone and had to stay there for a couple more nights. No. 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 When I was a kid, I was playing with a bunch of my neighbors and they made me climb a fence. Then my pants got stuck to the top of the fence and I completely dangled from my pants until they ripped and exposed my Powder Puff Girls underwear to everyone. Damn. The dangling from the fence? Low-key a slay? Yeah, actually low-key a slay. I honestly wish I was lying. Anywho, my boyfriend and I were hooking up and I farted in his face. I was drunk and didn't even know I had to fart. It wasn't even a little toot, it was a dad type of fart. I was mortified. This happened literally last week? Good thing we've been dating for 6 years, but I was still embarrassed. He laughed it off, but I know he was crying inside. Okay, 6 years together, I feel like not too bad. There could definitely be like a worse situation. But dad type of fart? So I was 6 years old and my mother had just died. We had a guy come in and ask us what our favorite things were about her. I told him her hair and legs and something else I don't remember. Anyway, her funeral is a couple days later and my grandma's best friend read something to everyone at her service and they f***ing mentioned my favorite things being her hair and legs. I was probably not embarrassed at the time. I don't know, trauma blocked it out, but whenever I think about it now, I get super embarrassed and I hope nobody remembers that part of her funeral. Was the gayness showing? I just think that's cringe of me as a child to say. Also now being older and out as a lesbian. Why? Gayness? This is your mom. Not gay for your mom in the chat. Gay for your mom? I'm a teacher and my students were giggling and eager to show me an old video I had posted on Musical.ly back when that was a thing before TikTok. Oh no. The video was me lip syncing to Taylor Swift for an online contest. And I just had to deny it was me. But they brought it up for weeks. I was humiliated. No, they knew it was you. Where's the link? Where's the link? Come on. When I was in like 7th or 8th grade, I went to Florida with my mom, a friend of mine, my brother, and 2 of his friends that were a year older than me and my friend. Anyways, we went parasailing and me and my friend were up there and then the parasailing people lowered us and dipped us into the water. And the water pulled my swim bottoms down to my knees and I got spun around. So everyone on the boat, including my brother and his friends and random strangers, saw my entire ass. There were some FBI agents that came to speak to our class. It was time to take a group picture with them, and I was setting up the phone to take the picture. I had to set the timer for the picture to be taken. When the timer started, I ran and fell in front of the whole class and the FBI guest speakers. The group picture ended up me laying on the floor. I hated my life. Well, where's the picture? Send it. Proof or I don't believe this happened. When I was like 9 or 10, I was sleeping over at my cousin's and I really needed to use the bathroom. There wasn't a bathroom open, so I ended up pooping in a litter box. I was super nervous, so my cousin held my hand while I did it. What? My aunt ended up finding it and tracked it down to me because like there was no damn way a cat poop is that big. My family will never let me live it down and it embarrasses the shit out of me every time it's brought up. Why was your cousin holding your hand while you pooped in a cat's litter box? Holding your hand? Your cousin held your hand while you did it? In the 5th grade, me and my friend were having a sleepover and we were really paranoid to go outside of my room because it was 3 a.m. and we really had to pee. So we ended up peeing in an empty water bottle in my room. She saw my poo-poo nana and saw that I had hair down there. A week later, I'm sorry, I'm stuck on poo-poo nana. A week later, she told my crush that I had hair on my poo-poo nana. I was literally so pissed at her. I cried myself to sleep that night and cried to my mom. Why is she talking about your poo-poo nana with other people? That is just f***ed up. When I was in elementary school, I went to the library with my dad that's a few blocks away from me. All of a sudden, I had to pee real bad and had to wait for the bathroom key. When I finally got it and went inside, the toilet was way taller than me and I had to climb to sit. Wait, what? Wait. Do you have pictures of this toilet? I need picture proof and evidence of this. What do you mean you had to climb to sit and basically peed all over yourself? I had to walk all the way home with wet ass pants and my father laughing at me. I'm imagining like a f***ing 10-foot toilet. Did a mouse submit this? Sophomore year, I went to the mall with my whole family, absolutely faded because I took a gummy. So I had to get Annie Ann's pretzels. While we're walking through the mall, I basically feel like I'm floating. So I'm not paying attention to anything but that little pretzel and cheese. I know that's right. I know that's right. Long story short, while I was walking, I tripped on a stroller that was passing by and it knocked the cheese out of my hand. No. And onto the child. So my reaction time to it was 5 times longer than normal and I just stood there for a second and had to do the walk of shame to help with napkins. Only sober in public now. Did you go back and get more cheese? Girl. So when I used to go to McDonald's, I would get a quarter pounder and every time it caused me to have big diarrheas. So often, I have 2 stories. One, I couldn't hold it in on the way home from McDonald's and I swear I crapped myself in the back seat. Luckily, no one else was there with me. And yeah, all over the seats and myself, man. In hindsight, I don't know why my parents kept letting me get this burger, right? 2, I got home and was fine. Then I was out on my bike and I really started to need a diarrhea. I got home as quick as possible but began to do a little in my trousers. There was some on the seat. I went inside and did my thing and came back and my friend said, you got some chocolate on your seat. And I kid you not, tried to eat it. But I said, no, don't do that. Luckily, she didn't know why I was so adamant. I wish to God this was a fabricated story, but luckily it's the only real embarrassing thing I can remember. Phew. No way. Why would you want to eat chocolate off of a seat? One time in middle school, my class was taking a huge test, so everyone had to be super quiet. While we were in the middle of taking it, I had an overwhelming feeling of having to go poo. Once I sat down on the toilet, all hell broke loose, and I spilled my guts out. I thought it was all out of my system, but when I got back to class, I felt the urge again. I ended up going to the bathroom multiple times until the teacher called me back to her desk and asked if I was having bad diarrhea. I obviously denied it because the class was dead silent and could hear our entire conversation. Even after I was confronted, I kept asking to go to the bathroom. It got to the point where kids who were in the bathroom vaping could smell my constant explosions in the toilet and decided to bang on the door and told me I was stinking up the bathroom. Let's just say this is definitely one of the most embarrassing things that ever happened to me. This is so... Being asked by your teacher if you were having bad diarrhea while everyone is taking a test and it's silent in the classroom. Okay guys, that is the last submission that I'm going to be reading for today. These were so funny and I definitely want to do this again. Not only do we have a ton of more submissions on this link, but I'm also thinking about creating a new link and getting you guys, my YouTube viewers, to submit some of your embarrassing stories. So I'm gonna pin a link in the comments and I want you guys to submit your most embarrassing stories. And we will do this again live on stream. Hopefully YouTube viewers, you can come to the live stream version as well. I would love to have you here. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time. Bye YouTube.